Alright, welcome y'all to episode 7 of the Green Countryside live play on Deep South Gaming. Today we got our grass is close to being ready. Hold on, I'm trying to get our stuff posted on the fields. There it goes. It just took a minute to pop up on my phone so I can share it to Discord. But yeah, we don't have too much to do today in game, but we will get some stuff done. And I'm almost got everything posted. I wish there's a way, I'm sure there is, to have the link before I even start doing my live stream so I can post it beforehand. But I don't know how to do that, so we're gonna have to do it the way I'm doing it now. But yeah, we got these fields plowed. Our grass, we'll have to check to see if it's ready yet. That's this way. Oh, gotta bump my time up too. I was put it at 0 while I was trying to get everything set up. Alright, our grass field is one state away, or one more month till it's ready to harvest. So let's go ahead and crank up this tractor. And let's go ahead and come over to one of our new fields. And we'll change the I want to do oats because they grow fast. And I think we have another tractor somewhere around here. Yeah, there it is. Attached to our pickup wagon. Yeah, I looked on the mod hub to see if we could find a pickle production. I mean, not pickle production. A mustard production. And I had no luck. So we're going to let a worker take care of this while we go get our other tractor. Before we do that, let's go into construction mode and see if we can figure out this. Okay, we could get the silage way like this. That's good. Yeah, I don't know why it didn't let us open it, but it's gone now, so there's that. And then of course I could use my mod I downloaded for this, make it easier. And with all those greenhouses, we still only have half a pallet of honey. Honey is very slow, apparently. And I know there is a honey production mod. I've never used it. I've seen it. But I don't know. I might look into it. So let's go ahead and pull this big thing out right here. And we want it facing this way. Make it a little easier for us to hook up to it. And then we need to grab our front seed tank because that thing doesn't hold much. Whoops. And it's kind of heavy for this tractor too. I need bigger tractors desperately. At least we kinda got some steering, since all the weight's on the steering axles. Alright, let's fold that up, and then we'll change that to, we're going to change this to corn. Now I did install 3 different mods, production mods. I put down or I didn't put it down yet. I installed a hat production, a pickle production, and what else did I do? I threw away my reminder note. Let's see, and a malt beverage production. So let's make sure we got, okay. We don't have Hemfast farming. Shame on us. Actually, this is a good place to be right here. So let's go out to our production area. Can't jump the fence. I don't know how much these productions cost, so we're going to find out. It probably said in the description, but who reads those? Come on. Alright, so let's they'll probably be down at the very bottom because we just installed them. And I was wrong. Well, they're in here somewhere, I promise you. Oh, there's the pickle production. It's 50,000, and I'll make pickled peppers, garlic, lettuce, carrots, olives, potatoes, and tomatoes. And then we have the malt beverage, which takes wheat, barley, water, and sugar. And the outputs are light malt, dark malt, and pig food. And that was 42,000. And then our last one is the Hatitude Adjustment, which has several different inputs for 5 different style of hats. And it's 240,000. I don't think we have enough in our silo for the malt beverage. Let's see, we have no barley. And we have a little bit of wheat, but we need barley and sugar also. We got a lot of straw, but we don't have enough money for the malt beverage production. So let me do something real quick. Got just my other screen. There we go. Can't do anything on another screen unless your game's paused or in a menu, which I find kind of annoying, but hey, it is what it is. Yeah. Let's go ahead and take over for this guy. Steering assist. I don't know why it gives me that crooked line, but oh, I know why. Let's go ahead and no, we need 90. There we go. Now we got some straight lines. That looks much better to me. Oh yeah, I forgot this doesn't have a CVT. One day we'll get nothing but CVT transmission tractors. Maybe. I know I don't care for these power shifts and all that. So how y'all been doing? Last week we had the remnants of Arthur come through. This week it's dry and hot. Well, dry as not raining. It's still muggy as can be, but it is dry. I hope y'all have some good weather wherever y'all are at. Yeah, we need to try to afford a better tractor. What is this, a Valtra? Yeah, this is Valtra. I mean, the Deutsch we traded in. Worker G is empty. Yep, he's out of seed and almost out of fertilizer. So let's take him to get him filled up. I forgot to do that prior to putting him to work. We need to probably work on that spacing there a little bit. This way we don't accidentally drive over crops while going to the field. Because that would be tragic since we are running crop destruction. Alright, so let's refill with fertilizer. And let's get to where we can see the seeds. Wrong direction. There we go. Still not going to make it though. This seeder is so hard to back up for me. Once it starts turning, it doesn't want to stop. Okay, I didn't think it would reach the fertilizer that far, but hey, that's cool. Yeah, we need a seeder with a bigger tank also, since we got bigger fields going, but that'll come in time. I think you could take up to 3 of these and hook them together, but I don't know, I think that might be a pain. But yeah, we won't be able to drive through there once the crop gets growing. Alright, so let's go ahead and let a worker finish that up. And let's go to our Valtra. Alright, so put the line back up. Yeah, I wish the CVT add-on actually worked. But unfortunately, it doesn't. I've tried it on several different tractors. And I could be doing something wrong, but I can't get it to work. Which is unfortunate because I love a CVT. And I don't know how to go into the files to change it from PowerShift to CVT and all that. Unfortunately, the only thing I can really change is the quantity that something will hold. I mean, I could go in and try to figure it out, but honestly, I don't really think about it until I'm in a tractor that doesn't have CVT. So that kind of makes it a little hard to do when you can't remember. I hope we have enough, we should have enough fertilizer to finish this field. What all do we have planted anyways? I can't remember. Alright, so we got sugar beets, corn, oats, barley, wheat, sunflowers, and I don't know what that is. Rye, okay. So we're gonna have 2 fields of corn. That's right, I was gonna use one for to make silage out of, and then one for another production. Yeah, I gotta remember to message Gasoline Billy after this episode and see where he got that mustard production he's using on his triple threat challenge, or at least find out what the name of it is. So I'm pretty sure he just uses stuff that's on the mod hub, and I tried searching for that production, but I didn't see it, so I'll just have to message him and find out about it. Because I really would love to have everything go through a production. For one thing, most of the time it gives you more money, and you know, it just adds a little more depth to the playthrough, in my opinion. I'm not saying we have to put everything through a production, but I would like to. And as most of y'all know who follow me, I pre-record, I would say 90% of my stuff. So in, let's see, today's June 28th. In about 5 weeks, I'll be done with the Welker's Farmland Challenge. So I'll probably be posting a survey to see what we're going to do next. I'm thinking about just doing a let's play, but I'll see what other challenges are out there, pick 2 or 3 of them, and see what y'all want to watch. Because honestly, no point in me making videos if y'all don't watch it. So I'll let y'all decide what y'all want. I know there's a couple of challenges that are out there right now. I was thinking about the triple threat challenge a while back when I started the I couldn't decide between triple threat and island preservation, and y'all decided y'all would rather see the island preservation, so I did that one. I think we might be a little too far along to do the triple threat, because I think most people are pretty close to wrapping that one up. I haven't watched everybody who's doing the challenge, but there are several I am watching, and most people are, if they're not done, they're pretty close. I mean, honestly, I started the Island Preservation Challenge a little bit late too. I don't think anybody was done when I started it, but I think within a week or two, there's 2 or 3 people who had already completed it. I know Gasoline Billy's working on his house. Can't remember if Cousin Skeeter is. But I know there are people who are done. And if you haven't checked out that series, not just mine, but everybody else's, a lot of people are doing good jobs. I mean, most people are trying to do things that other people aren't. I mean, to the best that they can. I mean, there's only X amount of mods, so some things do overlap, but it is interesting, everybody's take on it. So I'd invite y'all to check out my island preservation series, and also everybody else's. Their links to their channels are in the description of my videos. And I think just about everybody else has got most people who's taking the challenge linked in their videos too. And I'd also, suggest y'all check out my Plus 25 collaboration challenge. It's a series or a challenge created by Gasoline Billy. I'm enjoying it for the most part. I got a the map I got ain't the best for this challenge because it's nothing but huge fields, and I was limited in the mods, so I'm doing what I can with what I have, but for the most part I am enjoying that series. And Gasoline Billy has recently put out his first video for the Plus 25 collaboration challenge. He's had, I don't know, I think he got 3 or 4 videos out for his vanilla collaboration challenge. So I would ask that you check him out too. He's doing a good job. Now the vanilla collaboration challenge is vanilla, nothing but base game, which if any of y'all has played Farm Sim for any least of time, y'all know base game is, well, let's just put it this way, Farm Sim would be nothing without the modders, that's for sure. I mean, I understand Giants not doing too much, because they got, well, I would say they have other things they're working on, but the only other game I know of that they've done is, besides the Farm Sim series, is that performance motor racing, which I've never played it. I'm not really a big fan of racing games, but everybody I've seen that has played it said that they shouldn't worry about a racing game. They should stick to what they know, which is Farm Sim. Let's grab this spot we missed right here. Alright. This field should yield us a good bit of silage, that's for sure. Because it's taking us a while to plant it. But as I was saying, Gasoline Bill is doing the vanilla collaboration challenge, which is a combination of Zorch's Triple Threat Challenge and Rusty Money's Can You Survive 25 Challenge. And like I said, I'm enjoying it, except for the map I drew, which everything's random, and I drew Western Australia by Farmer Bob. It's not that it's a bad map, it's not my kind of map. Farm Sim 22, I mostly played on big open American style maps. 25, I've actually played a lot more on European style maps than American style, which is honestly a surprise to me, because I hated the small maps in 22, but I'm actually enjoying them on 25 for some reason. I don't know, I guess I'm getting more accustomed to the nuances of the game, so the smaller maps aren't bothering me nearly as bad as they used to. Alright, let's go down to the corner of this field and come up so we can have a long continuous GPS line. I'm also doing the Whitcomb Park Challenge on Saturdays. It comes out, which is a map by Oxygen David. He's probably one of the most detailed mappers that I've played. There might be some that's more detailed. I'm not going to say there isn't, but from the ones I've played, I know there's tons of maps out there that I haven't tried. I mean, Peachnear Valley's really good too. And that was by Black Sheep Modding, I believe. But I don't know, there's something about Oxygen David map that just, I don't know, I love them. I wish Alien Jim would have done maps for FS25, but he hasn't, and I don't think he's going to. But I believe he did Spectacle Island in FS19. Of course, he did No Man's Land for 19 and 20. There's, I mean, 22. And there's another one he did on 22. I can't recall the name of it that I enjoyed. Yeah, I saw a map that I'm thinking about doing a Let's Play on by Cavalier Roy. I can't think of the name of it offhand. But I think in the mod description he said use some of Alien Jim's stuff. Map looked pretty interesting. I think it'd be a good one to do a Let's Play on. Just get on there and have fun. So if the vote comes in for Let's Play, that's probably the one I would do. Now, I know I said Peachnear Valley's a good map. It's just not my style of map either. I did try playing it when it first came out, when I was playing on the Xbox, and yeah, it's a good map. It's very detailed. It has a lot of custom productions. I mean, it even has crop destruction on grass. But it's not my style of map either. I mean, Black Sheep Mining does a lot of good work. I know DJ Goham did a playthrough on it, and I enjoyed that playthrough. You know, he's one of the original people I started following on YouTube for Farm Sim. First it was Farmer Cop. I found him by his tutorial videos because I was completely green, didn't know what I was doing. I was trying to fill up a trailer, didn't know how to open the cover up to get the harvester to put the crop in the trailer. Yeah, that was very interesting. And then started watching DJ Goham because it came up as a suggested video. And then I was watching Farmer Cop. He was doing a No Man's Land episode, and he started talking about Rusty Money, how he was fixing to retire from the police force and all that, and you know, that got me started watching Rusty. He does some good videos. He creates a lot of challenges too. So let's go ahead and unfold this. And let's try to get a little bit closer, because I know as soon as we disconnect, we're going to do a nosedive. Can I lower that? Oh, yeah. I don't know why I didn't think about that beforehand. I know why, because I'm an idiot. Alright, so let's go ahead and drop this off here. And we'll push our planter back into the hole. We'll go grab our planter. We'll go grab our cedar, come put it up, and then we'll probably sleep for the night, because there's really nothing else we could do. Oh, that's something I didn't write down on my note. I was going to put a small BGA, load that into this gameplay. But I forgot. I tell you, getting old sucks. Between that and all those anthrax shots I've had to take, I can't remember nothing. At least they say memory problems is a side effect of anthrax. So I'm going to blame it. It sounds better than, oh no. Well, I just damaged some of my corn. I guess I should have put a little bit more space in between the fields like I did here. Oh well, live and learn. Everything's planted, so we can't really fix that just yet. I mean, we could, but we'd be losing crops if we did, so. Oh, and just to let y'all know, in what, 3 weeks, on July 13th, I'm starting a new game series. I'm going to be doing Fallout 4. Whoops. I should have filled that up before I did that. Yeah, I'm going to do a Fallout 4 Let's Play. It's a game I love to play. Well, let's just say some things happen, so we decided to change games. It's going to be replacing my Red Dead Redemption playthrough. Alright, and let's go to sleep and see what tomorrow brings. Yeah, I'm currently in the process of recording that series. Fallout 4 is honestly, I think it's the best game of the Fallout series. A lot of people disagree with me there, but it was the first one I played. A lot of people say New Vegas is better, which honestly, if I'd played New Vegas first, I might agree with them, but unfortunately, my first playthrough was with Fallout 4, and New Vegas, it is good, don't get me wrong, but with my memory the way it is, the way you gotta remember what people say to advance storyline the way you want it to advance, it's not easy for me to do. Alright, we're going to let an AI worker handle this while we go make our cells. And then when we get back, we'll move our wool over to Granny's. Actually, I forgot we moved those, so we'll go ahead and I guess I'm not close enough. We'll go ahead and grab the wool too, because we could drop that off as we head to the sell point. Which I guess we need to check our productions to see, make sure everything's going good too. Let's see, our sheep looks like they got food. Yeah, they still got almost 3 months worth. But we're mowing the lawn on the grass now, so we're good there. So let's go ahead and grab these veggies to sell. And while we're up at the productions, we'll see if we have anything we can haul. Now, do y'all think we should go ahead and throw in a pickle production now, or do y'all think we should wait? I would lean towards waiting, but you know, it's not just about me. Alright, looks like we got some bread spawned. Doesn't look like we have any clothes out. So let's go ahead and unload the wool, because for some reason Granny doesn't like to take it off the trailer. I think I parked a little too close. Whoops. Okay, no wonder why we don't have any clothes out there. It's not activated. So let's go ahead and activate the wool. Let's go ahead and straighten this up too. There we go. Go pick up our bread. And it looks like our windmill's probably out of materials because it's not spinning. So let's check on our windmill too, our grain mill. Nope, we don't have anything in there, so we're out of flour also. So let's go ahead and turn that off so it's not costing us money. We'll get back and load up some. We'll put some oats in there, because oats give us the best return on flour. I think it's almost 1 for 1. Everything else, I think you lose some in the process. So let's pop the straps off, and made 45,000. Can't complain about that. We don't have weeds on, do we? Let's see. Nope, no weeds. Nothing needs plowing. I don't care about watered. And I don't do rolling. I don't honestly see the point of rolling a field. I don't know why the game has you do it. Of course, I've never, big scale farmed. I've had gardens, but never anything big scaled, so can't say that I understand why they do a lot of things, but yeah, I don't see how mulching improves the soil quality in the game, at least. I understand it would break down into a fertilizer because it's organic matter, but I don't see how it really helps in the game. I mean, there is a mod out there that will fertilize your field if you mulch it, which I've tried it one time on my Island Preservation Challenge, and it didn't change the fertilization state, so I don't know if it's just that map. I know Gasoline Billy said he tried it and it didn't add a fertilizer state, and I think Cousin Skeeter also tried it and said it didn't add a fertilizer state. Haven't tried it on any other map. Alright, we don't want grass, silage. There we go, oats. I think that production holds 25,000 liters. Oats is 27,000. Whoops. I don't think we're gonna fill it up on this trip, but it'll get our flour going again. That's right, we put the sugar beets down so we can make sugar, because we're going to do cakes. But we can also use the sugar for the malt beverage. And I guess I guess there's no need to put it in before we have the sugar. And it looks like we're going to be getting some snow later today. So let's come up here and open up the grate so we can dump the oats in. And we're on tip side left, so we can do it from here. Alright, worker H has completed their task, so they're done mowing. So we'll pick up that grass and fill up the sheep pen, and then whatever's left we'll throw into the silo. Alright, so let's go ahead and activate the oat flour. And our windmill's turning. Don't know what's causing it to turn with those gaps in the paddles like that, but hey. When I see a windmill like that, it makes me think of Holland. I've never seen those in Holland, but or in real life, that is. I've seen it like on TV shows and stuff. Of course, the only time I've been to Holland was a layover at the Amsterdam airport, so I didn't really get out to see much. Which is a shame. I do want to see more of the world than I have. Well, some of it. There's places I don't really want to go. Let's go ahead and kill this engine. We'll hop in our other tractor. And we'll drop this mower off. Whoops. Let's go this way. Yeah, I've had enough of the Middle East. Or anywhere there's desert, honestly. I hate the cold, but I hate the desert too. Give me a place where it's on a lows in the 60s every morning, highs. I could go up to the low 80s as long as humidity's less than 50%. But I don't know where a place like that is. I know there's, I mean, it gets hot in a lot of places. Like, my wife follows this one person on YouTube. The channel's called Garden Answers. She lives up in Oregon. And she says it gets into the hundreds where she's at. But they don't have the humidity. Which, granted, the dry heat is different than humid heat. But heat is still heat. This tractor does not like this hill. I regret buying this tractor, honestly. I definitely have buyer's remorse for it. Mixed a little bit right there. Eventually we'll have like quad track and stuff on this playthrough, I'm hoping. Or something big. Probably won't go with the big John Deeres because I'm not a big John Deere fan, but we might go with big Colossus or the big Case. Ooh. Okay. I think I need to lease that Devour Tree to kind of give us a little more room. If we have enough money to place our sawmill, I think we'll do that. So I think it's like 13,000 to lease the Devour Tree. And then we could get rid of some of these trees around here and make some stuff out of it. Alright, looks like we're going to wind up with about 85,000 liters. We'll get this little bit we missed over here. And I thought I saw some over here when we drove by. Yeah, there it is. If we could get the tractor to turn. There ain't much over here, but there's a little bit to get. Alright, let's go ahead and fold up the arms and feed our sheep. How close are we to getting new sheep? Let's see. Oh, we just got some last month. They're at 80%, so 2 more months they should reproduce. And we got 7,400 liters of grass left. Now I don't really want to turn that into silage, so we'll just throw it in our silo over here. And then we'll look into the Devoured Tree. See how much it would be to lease it. Oh, I'm not even in the right category. There we go. It should be... I think it's under here. Nope. Okay, I do not have it installed. So let me go ahead and write that down for the next episode. If I can find my pen, here it is. Install Devour Tree. And there's something else I was going to do, but for the life of me I can't remember it now. Oh well. Hey, we got another box of honey on our pallet. Alright, so let's go ahead and park this. Actually, let's put it here with the trailer. And then let's look at our fields again and see how long we have till everything's ready. Let's see. Looks like a while. So let's go ahead and move these eggs over here, and we'll just pick them up in the morning when we deliver everything else. I like that. What's this one do? Oh, that. that puts a collision. Huh, that's cool. Yeah, these gardens, I like them. Both the visuals and everything. So let's go ahead and go to sleep because there's nothing else to do today. And we'll see what we got in February. And while it's doing its thing, I'm going to give me a sip of my drink. Oh. I'm sorry, y'all. I mean January. Looks like we got a case of malt beverage on our porch. Alright, so it looks like our barley and our corn might be ready tomorrow, and our rye. Let's go verify that. Yep, 7 of 8. And then, just to make it faster, we'll visit here. This is actually the perfect state for forage harvesting. And yep, that one will be ready tomorrow too. Cool. So let's go ahead and hook up to our fertilizer spreader. Whoops. And get worker fertilizing our grass field. And while they're doing that, we'll go ahead and do our daily sells. I don't know if I turned our flour to distributing or not. Alright, so let's let them do that, and let's check our there we go. I did not set it to distribute. So on the hour it should distribute it. And we got some more wool for Granny. So let's go ahead and load up what we can. Where to set the eggs all the way back there. Go ahead and throw our wool in here too. We'll drop the eggs off at the bakery, so we get a good little supply in there when we have everything we need. For cakes, we're going to need strawberries, milk, bottled milk, butter, sugar, and eggs, plus flour. Or we could build a preserved food factory and use the eggs and flour for noodle soup, which I prefer using it for cake than noodle soup. No reason in particular, it's just a personal preference. Alright, looks like our windmill is running again. Spawn some of it. Whoops, wrong button. So let's grab our eggs. And we'll go ahead and grab some of this flour and haul it over there real quick. Huh. Oh, okay. That's cool. It has a little light at the output. And then tomorrow we should have bread. Alright, Alright, worker bee's done fertilizing. Put those straps back up. Alright, we got a pallet of clothes, which we'll grab to sell. And how's Granny doing? Alright, she has plenty of wool. Gotta make sure she doesn't get backed up. If she does, we'll up the production a little bit, just so she can keep up and not get bogged down, or so we don't run out of space, I should say. But if we get a pallet of clothes a day, I'd be happy with that. So let's go ahead and load this up. And we'll drive into the sell point. It feels weird coming this way. I made 400. So up to 143,000. I wonder if we could set a worker to take this back to the farm. Set destination. Rotation that way. Gonna go? Or just gonna cost me money and sit there? Well, you decide what you're gonna do. Blocked by an object? Oh. Okay. So let's hop in here and get us a forage wagon, or a forage harvester. We're just gonna lease it, so honestly this is the cheapest one to lease. So we're not going to do anything to it. We'll go with the long pipe. Alright, so let's lease this for 15,000. And let's go ahead and lease us a well, I guess we gotta need to get a header too. We'll go with the standard width. We'll let it go faster though. And we'll lease that. We'll grab a thing of silage additive. And we need to get a trailer. Because I don't know if I have non-stop crop activated on this playthrough or not. Okay. So let's go ahead and pick everything up and go down to the farm. This is a tight squeeze. That's one thing I've noticed lately. Map makers seem to make the shop area pretty tight these days. Don't know why, but they just seem to do it for some reason. That's another thing I was supposed to install, that roller for the silage. I don't think we have any good silage rollers, do we? Oh, I did. Okay, never mind. I do have it. So let's go ahead and buy this. We'll go ahead and put the additional weight on it. And we'll leave it the colors they are. Alright, AI worker B's blocked by object again. I don't know what. They should have been done already. Alright, they're blocked by the forage wagon that's not on the road. So I don't know. Alright, so let's go ahead and unfold our header. Yeah, I don't think I told them to go right there where that would have blocked them, but hey. It's back to the farm, so I can't complain. Gotta be careful so I don't drive over our crops. That would be horrible. And after this, we'll see if we got non-stop crop activated. So let's stop right here. Bring up our menu. Alright, destination set. So we do have non-stop crop. So we didn't need the trailer. Let's go and set it up to 90 degrees. And I keep forgetting if you hold it, it jumps faster. There we go. Alright, let's get going. Let's make sure it's putting it over there. And it's not. Okay. Let's try this again. Set destination. Destination set. Okay. Obviously that's not working and I just hit the wrong button. Brought up my Xbox menu. Did it again. Alright, so I didn't want to do that. I wanted to disconnect the trailer. Let's try this because it's not working out right. Set destination. Alright, so let's Chaffin, now saying Chaffin destination, so we should be getting, oh. Now that we piped out, we need to do it the proper way. Okay, well, it's not wanting to work, so we'll fill this trailer up and do it the old-fashioned way, I guess. Oh, should have, oh boy. Why doesn't anything want to work out right? Okay, saying destination set, but do I believe it? Probably not. Maybe if we disconnect from that trailer. Nope. It's not working for us, so oh well. That trailer is full, so let's go ahead and dump it into the silo, or the bunker, silage bunker. We might actually fill it up with this silage, because we're going to get a lot of corn off this, or a lot of chaff. Let's fold this up, because apparently it doesn't. Oh, we could probably just raised it up. Alright, so let's go ahead and get on a trailer and go ahead and dump it. It's probably going to spill out some, but it'll be alright. I'm saying fill level 0%. Yeah, this is going to take us a minute, but I think it'll be worth it. Let's lower that down and try not to destroy any more crop. Yeah, I'm figuring we'll have probably 3 or 4 loads, maybe 5. And it reset on us. Oh man, we're having a lot of fun with this, ain't we? Might have to reset it every time we leave the field. I wish I leased a bigger trailer now. Alright, let's see if we could actually make this turn without destroying our other field right there. We can. One good thing about this silo is we can come at it from the side. So let's go ahead and back up. Select our trailer. And let it unload what it wants to. I wish the non-stop crop worked. Okay, didn't reset this time, that's good. Oh yeah, I forgot we only had half a road done. That's okay, we'll get it. Maybe. Ooh, don't go over the crop. Yeah. Poor planning, I know. I'm sorry, y'all. I thought the non-stop crop thing would work, so I didn't even think about getting a bigger trailer. So let's go ahead and let it do its thing. Alright, let's go back to here. And let's go ahead and finish up this row. Since we don't want to get stuck in between rows and not be able to get out without damaging crops. That would be horrible. And since this is a leased vehicle, we can't make any changes to the capacity. Yeah. We might lose a little there, but we won't lose much if we do. Yeah, I'm gonna tell you all the truth. This is pretty much why I always use a production for silage, because bunkers are aggravating. But I don't normally do bunkers, so we're going to do it. Yeah, I don't know if we're going to fill this up or not. The fill level's not coming up for us, which I don't know why that is, but I don't know how much these silos, bunker silos, will hold. Oops. And we just lost some more crop. Oh boy. Maybe if we leave the trailer back here and maybe, I don't know if I have store delivery mod installed. Let's hop out real quick and see. We do, okay. What we're going to do is we're going to reset the harvester, and maybe that might help us out with this problem here. We'll drive up slowly. Alright, so let's go ahead and pipe out. Let's drop the trailer here. And then let's reset the harvester. It might only work for regular harvesters. I don't know. I know I've used it for a regular harvester before. Oh, and we lost our silage additive. Oh well. Forgot about that, but let's pipe out and see if we can set our destination now. Alright, it says destination set, so maybe. So let's go ahead and kill this. Let's return this trailer just because we need something different, and come up to our trailers and get a bigger one. And we're going to lease it. So let's go ahead and set a 1 million liter capacity. Alright, and that will help us out a lot. We won't be stopping every half a road to unload. I guess I should have did my research before I tried this, see if it would work with a forage wagon. We gotta reset our steering assist. Alright, 90 degrees. There we go. Alright, let's try this again now. Let's get a continuous harvest going. Now we should be able to fit the rest of this into this trailer, hopefully. And then we'll see if we can fit all the contents into that one silage bunker. If not, we got 2 of them for that reason. Which is another reason I didn't put the extra grass into a silage bunker. So I wasn't sure how much room we'd have after the corn harvest. Of course, now that we don't have any silage additive, probably won't get as good as a yield, but I mean, we've got what, 100,000 liters in the silage bunker already. I think we made 4 dumps. Now we need to go ahead and hit the headland. Actually, we need 2 headlands. This way we have the space not to, we'll do 3. So we don't accidentally go into our sunflowers there. Because that would not be good. Now we may miss a little bit on that. Nope, we didn't. We're good. Up here, I'm not worried about the 3 headlands because there's nothing over there to destroy, thankfully. So we'll just go ahead and flip a U-ey and head down. Try to get, there we go. And we can pick that up later. Yeah, we should have well over 200 liters of chaff in that bunker silo. If it'll hold it, that is. Loop around, and then we got 1 more headland to go. So much easier when you have space and a trailer that will hold enough to do it. All thanks to Chris S. and Riley S.'s mod. Yeah, honestly, the trailer is pretty much the only thing I really use constantly for their stuff. Of course, like I said, I've been playing on European maps, so you don't really need the bigger stuff. But it's nice to have a trailer that holds a good bit. border build? Or no, that one's not. Yeah, that one's oats. Oh, we might have over 300 liters of chaff now, which wouldn't hurt my feelings at all. The more silage we have, the better it will be for us. Alright. Yeah, I don't know how much we have in the bunker silo, but I think it's 100,000 liters. Alright, let's go ahead and pop that back down to one headland. This way I can click on that a lot easier. Honestly, we might have 400,000 liters in there by the time this is done. Don't even need silage additive, honestly. Because it's 30,000 per... Well, it's over 25,000, I know that. Yeah, I know we're going to have to plow this field because we did corn in it. Yeah, corn, potatoes, sugar beets, sunflowers, potatoes. You always have to plow. Unless parallel plowing is turned off, but we don't have that turned off, so. And we left a little bit back there, so we'll come back and get it. Alright, there we go. Whee! I like how it throws the trailer around. And y'all know why I didn't even enact or enable fast farming for this. Alright, so let's go ahead and turn this off, fold it up, and let's dump what we can into the bunker silo. Then we'll go, oh no! Oopsies. I guess that's what I get for not paying attention. So let's go ahead and select our trailer. And let it dump out. Was stuck. So it actually gets up pretty high. Let's see if we can get even more stuck. And the answer to that is yes. Okay, well, I know how to fix that. I say I do. Whoops. Wrong button. Geronimo! We dumped a bunch out the side. Oh well. The rest we'll put in this silage bunker, I guess. We could Once we cover that one, we could bring our forage wagon up here and pick it up and dump it in here. I guess I underestimated or overestimated how much stuff this would hold. Alright, so let's go ahead and return all this. So return that, and return that. And we'll use our this Vultra. No, it's not. We'll use this tractor to grab the roller and roll everything. So let's go ahead and drop our spreader, drop the weight. Well, actually, that weight is a little too heavy. Let's go grab our roller and bring it down from the shop. And hopefully it's not too heavy for the back of this. If it is, I guess we could always lower it and just let it roll behind us as we head there. So what would y'all like to see in this series? Let me know in the comments. I'm open to anything. I mean, gotta keep y'all interested to keep y'all watching. I don't know what side the thing's on. Looks like this side. And looks like I was wrong. I had a 50-50 shot. You know, we've gone this whole time and we haven't even checked used cells. Ooh. So let's just see if there's anything in used cells we could use. A merger. 6 meter. We don't have the horsepower for that. Be nice to have though. Don't have the money for it either. Ooh, that would be really nice to have. But we definitely don't have the money for that. Alright, and this is, well, I guess our steering tires are still on the ground. It did lift up the tractor a little bit when we lifted it up, so we'll go ahead and grab our weight to help counteract it, which will actually give us a little more weight to compress the or compact the silage with. So that's a win-win. And hopefully we don't get the tractor stuck. I've done that before, kind of like I did with the silage, the forage harvester. But we shall see. You never know what's going to happen, that's for sure. Now, what are we going to plant after that? I have no clue. But we'll figure something out. I know we're going to have barley harvesting next month for our malt beverage. Alright, let's go ahead and unfold this so we can get ready to get stuck. Alright, and lower it down. Alright, let's see what it does. Well, let's try backing up it. I might have messed up. Oh yeah, let's go ahead and get rid of our store delivery. There it goes. Nope, don't fold. I don't know what the keyboard commands for folding is, apparently. It's supposed to show us how much we're compacted, but it's not showing us. Yeah, it's showing us zero silage in there. And it's saying fermenting 100%. Don't tell me these bunker silos are glitched out. This one's showing that I have chaff in here. And it's already compacted 100%. Alright, so let's turn this off. Again, this tractor and hook up to our forage wagon. And then let's modify it too. Capacity, actually 500k would probably be good. Let's see if we can pick up our mess, and probably have to delete that silo. It might be, since the two are so close together, could be messing him up. Because the other one seems to be working just fine. Drop that down and let's turn it on. And hopefully this works. It's working. Tractor doesn't like it, but it's working. And I try to avoid going into the other silo, because we got that compacted already. I doesn't want to pick that up. Oh, there it goes. Well, it's getting some of it. Alright, so let's go ahead and cover this up, since it is compacted. Now we should be able to drive over everything and not pick up what's in there. Or you would think. I guess we got stuck on something under the map. So maybe if we go level, it would help us out. There we go. Come on, you can do it. No, you can't. Okay. So we'll go ahead and delete this silo right here. Alright, sell that. Okay. Alright, and then let's place another one down. The ground's level there, so hopefully we can just, that's too big. That's way too big, and we don't have enough money. Oh boy. Guess I shouldn't have done that style silo, but how big is this one? I don't like that. A manure heap. Let's put this one right here. Now we have a separate silo. So let's go ahead and throw this chaff in here, and then we'll grab the other tractor to compact it down. Let's see if it even registers as it dumps out. Ooh, wow, that dumped fast. I guess we'll just take this and put the rest in the silo, because it's not holding any more than that. Let's see if we get out here without hitting our crops. We'll turn that off for now. And then we'll try to compact this right here. We'll blanket it, and then we'll blanket it and then pick up whatever's falling over it. Or falling out of it, I should say. Alright, we are now 100% compacted. So let's go ahead and lift that up. Stop the engine. And let's cover this silo. There we go. Well, that was a fiasco. But we got it done, so that's good. Let's go ahead and pick up this grass, so it'll turn it to chaff anyways. And then I guess when we unblanket the silos, we can have chaff to put in it. Which I need to, that's why I remember I was thinking earlier that we need to install, that I forgot about, a BGA. So as this is emptying out, I'll write that down on my note. BGA, okay. And then we'll go ahead, let that finish closing. Let's drop that and go get our plow. And then next episode we'll hopefully have a BGA built that we can throw some silage into to make us some money. I'm not going to go with the OP BGA. We all know that there's a lot of them out there. I am going to go with a cheap one, but I'm not going to go with the OP one. So let's go ahead and put this out. Get our steering assist lines going. And I don't know why it wants to curve like that, but whatever. We'll get it plowed in. Still hate that I ran over some of my crops there. Normally by this time in the series when I play with crop destruction on, I've turned it off by now. So we're actually doing good. Not turning it off yet. Alright, we don't want to go too fast because curves, you lose control. So I'm happy with the amount of chaff we got off this field. And I guess pretty soon we need to go ahead and figure out a spot for us to put cows. Because we are going to need the milk and butter for our cakes. Cakes are very good. And they make decent money. It is a little bit of a slower production than bread, but it does make more money than bread, so I guess that's why. And we desperately need us a better tractor. Yeah, I think we still have a loan. It's been a week since we've played on this map, so yeah, we only got a $100,000 loan. That ain't bad. I mean, honestly, we almost have enough to pay it off totally. But $100,000, the interest off that ain't high, so we'll let it ride for now. Wait till we get a more steady source of income coming in. Because right now we're only getting, what, 40 some odd dollars a month? So that's really not steady enough for me to worry about the loan. But by the end of this year, we should have it paid off. I mean, we're only in January of year 2, so we're not too bad off. And I can't remember if I said we could take more of a loan or not, honestly. We missed a little bit there, but oh well. I don't know if that will even show up in our needs plowing overlay. Doesn't look like it. And if it doesn't show up in there, I'm not too worried about it. Oh yeah, it did show. Oh yeah, it shows up. I guess we'll have to go back and get it. And I think we'll go ahead and plant mustard in this field. And then hopefully by the time it's ready, I'll remember to message Gasoline Billy and he can reply before it's ready to harvest. Because I would like a mustard production. It makes jarred mustard. It takes 2 mustards to make 1 jar. And I don't know how much it sells for or anything to know if that's a beneficial production, but like I said, I want to put everything through a production chain. And I thought about, because I saw on ModHub there's a premium popcorn production. I was thinking about putting that one on this map too. Need all sorts of other ingredients for it though. I think Farmer Cop was using it on his Frankenmuth series. I know he has some sort of a popcorn production, but I'm not 100% sure it's the premium popcorn one. I've missed a couple episodes on that series. But I think that would be a good one to add. I mean, we just got that field of corn planted, so we got, what, 7 months till it's ready? So hopefully, before that's ready to harvest, we can get some cows and some dairy set up. A dairy setup to, because I know we'll need butter for some of the recipes. I think some you need garlic, some chili pepper. I think you need sugar for one. Whoop, we missed a spot. So let's hit that. There we go. We want our yield the best we can without having to worry about rolling or mulching. To me, that time it takes to do all that, it doesn't really justify the extra 5% yield you get. I think it's like 3% yield boost for mulching and 2% yield boost for rolling. Or it might be vice versa. Come on. There you go. You got in gear. But yeah, I think I'm going to turn this into a case farm. Or case tractors. Or, you know what? I'll put up a survey on, or a post on my YouTube, or a survey on my posts on YouTube to see if y'all rather me go with a case farm or a Kloss farm. And then that would decide it. We already have a Kloss harvester, so if y'all go with Kloss farm, that'd be a little easier on me, but I will do what the people want. So let's go ahead and put this up, and we'll actually, I think we'll just go ahead and go to sleep for the night, and we'll plant that next month. This way our rye will be ready. I think it takes 6 months, so about September time frame. And I think we'll have other things to harvest while a worker is planting the rye. And we have snow on the ground. I don't know if that will affect our planting. Let me grab a tractor so we can pull the planter or seeder. Yeah, that multi-fruit planter would have been nice. So let's go ahead and put this on mustard. And we'll ease around here. Or we don't have seasonal growth on, right? Okay, we don't. Mustard, there we go. I don't know if we'll let us plant in a field that's covered in snow, but we'll try it. Alright, AI workers on the job. So let's go ahead and get in our harvester. Get out here without hitting anything. Ooh, we slid around in the snow. Alright, let's see if we could get it to work this time. No, we don't want the open air garden. So let's see if it's gonna... I don't know why it's not working. Do I have to click on this? No. Saying destination set, but let's put on AI worker. Y'all do your thing. We got to find our other tractor. I think it's over here on our, yep. Let's go ahead and drop this wheel off here, or roller, compactor, whatever you want to call it. Drop that. We need to go make our usual cells run in the morning while they do what they gotta do. If our harvester fills up before we get back, he'll just have to wait. But I got a feeling that's not gonna be a problem. Something just tells me we probably won't get a full harvester off that field. And then if I'm not mistaken, our oats should be ready to harvest too. Or not oats, barley, yeah. Our barley's ready to harvest. Grass will be ready next month. And we're still waiting for one more case of honey to have a full pallet. So let's go ahead and grab all these. We'll grab our eggs to drop off into the bakery. And then we'll grab our wool. Let's try to do this without sliding around to knock everything out of sorts. Alright, so we got 5 1/4 pallets today, so we went up a little bit. One of our group of sheep must have gotten old enough to start producing wool now, which that's good for us. And we're just about at our 2 hour mark. Might extend a little bit today just because we got a harvest going on. Because I am curious to see what comes out of the rye. So let's go ahead and undo the straps, not turn it off. You know what, we'll just sell those eggs that's left. We'll put 1 case in there. There we go. Then, like yesterday, we'll take this wool and drop off the wool and pick up the clothes. Oops. Knock that off. Yeah. I just broke all my eggs. Such a shame. Then 1 last pallet. Alright, so we have 9,000 liters of wool in here. How much will it hold? Oh, 45? Yeah. We got plenty. So let's straighten everything up. There we go. Now everything's nice and neat to sell. I guess that's a silage sell point right there. Alright, let's go ahead and drive across here and see what we get. 60,555. Sweet. What's in you sells? I mean, we have enough for the versatile, but we would be broke afterwards. So let's not put that down now. Let's go ahead and put the hat factory down, because we can bring our honey up here to that. I think it was up here. Nope, it was further down. I think it was on the left side. I don't remember where it was, honestly. There it is. Hatitude, okay, we don't have enough for that. But we could do the pickle factory. We should have enough for that. Or the malt beverage. We're fixing to... let's see. Fixing to harvest barley, and we got wheat. We'll just have to wait on the sugar. No, we go ahead and place the pickle production too. Why not? It's only 50,000. So it looks like the drops there. Alright, and then let's go see what that requires. Alright, so... okay, so just that product only. Okay. 4 carrots to 1 pickled carrot, 1,800 cycles per month. Wow. Those things put out a lot. And now malt beverage. Barley, water, sugar. And our light malt beverage is wheat and sugar. Oh, so we don't need, wheat and water. We don't need sugar for that one. So we could get us a water trailer to bring water to there and start making the light sparkling malt beverage. Or we could put up a water pump. Honestly, that'd probably be a easier one to do. But we won't do anything else to this episode. Looks like our harvester is done. Let's park this trailer over here. Drop it off. And then let's check on our field work. Alright, yep, that's done. And our workers halfway planting the mustard. So let's, whoops, that's not what I wanted to do. Let's enter the vehicle. So we've got 10,000 liters of rye. I guess I need to find a rye production too. Ooh, don't hit our house. You know, it's probably not recommended to operate heavy machinery when there's snow on the ground. So let's go ahead and let this unload. And we'll let it go ahead and get by the barley field. We'll probably harvest that on the next episode. So let's go ahead and get our growth overlay up, and let's back out. Whoops. There we go. Alright, we'll turn that off. We'll let the worker continue doing their thing. And then let's come over to our garden and make some adjustments. So we could grow carrots. And let's see, garlic is another thing. We're already growing tomatoes. I'm not going to do potatoes because pickled potatoes doesn't sound good. And we need to go ahead and start growing some strawberries too, because our cakes will need strawberries. But we're going to pull over here and grab some seeds and solid fertilizer to load up into that garden. That'll boost the output of some of the stuff. I'm not going to run everything on seed and fertilizer. But we do have a good bit of it, so let's go ahead and use it. I think 4 bags of each should probably be good. I didn't even look to see how much it held. Oh, wow. 10 million liters. Yeah, we're not going to put that much in there. Let's see. That's only 100 liters, so we might have to order some more seeds. That's only 170, so that's only 300 liters right there. don't know if we'll be able to carry all this in one trip or not. We'll take all these seeds and we'll order us some more. I don't know how they got snow covered in the shed, but hey, we'll go with it. So let's load everything up. Oh, it did hold everything. Cool. And we'll drop it into the garden. Alright. I guess we'll manually load it. I don't know what it is about this trailer, but it doesn't like to release what it has on it. Alright, so now that's in there. Let's what's our production rate? 1,000 per month? Wait, so 16. If I'm reading that right, it's 16,000 carrots per month, and this one would be a lot. So let's go ahead and turn on the seeds and fertilizer for the carrots and the peppers. And I guess the tomatoes too, because we can pickle those. Alright, so I guess we'll end the live stream here. Whoops. If y'all enjoyed it, be sure to leave a thumbs up. And if you haven't yet, please subscribe and click that notification bell so you don't miss another episode. And feel free to share this video or comment on it. And I hope you join us next week for our live stream on the Golden Green Countryside. And I also ask that you would check out the other series I have going on. On Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, I have the Island Preservation Challenge. On Tuesdays and Thursdays, I got the Walker's Farmland Challenge. On Saturday, I have the Wickham Park Challenge. And on Sundays, I have the Plus 25 Collaboration Challenge for FarmSim. And then Monday through Friday, I have Stardew Valley and Red Dead Redemption going on. And also on Saturdays, I have the Super Cut for that week's Stardew Valley. And I thank you for joining us for this live stream on Due South Gaming. And take care